The parcel is with the Templar Admiral on the lead ship, Captain. Once he gives the orders, it will be lost.
The parcel itself is less interesting than its intended recipient. Let's eliminate this errand boy, Admiral, and unmask the true Templar threat. When I became an assassin, I swore to leave piracy behind. But the old methods have served the Creed more than once.
Everything is permitted after all,
Aye, and often it is necessary.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the downloadable content for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is the Freedom Cry DLC. We are playing as Adewale, our Quartermaster. Well, I guess he's the captain of his own ship now. This is 10 years in the future from where the game leaves off, so by now he has, and that is Adewale. Adewale has had some time with the assassins, so he is a full-fledged assassin. And honestly, even though this downloadable content is kind of quote-unquote short, because, you know, I would say a short Assassin's Creed game is about the length of a regular game, or like a regular arcade title, something along the lines of that, because the length that you get if you do all the side missions and everything and get all the collectibles and what have you in the main campaign of the regular game. And I didn't decide to board this. I decided to just shoot it down there. So I believe I'm gonna have to go underwater and get the package that way. I think there are two ways to do that, but yeah, if you decide to go through the campaign, the regular campaign, 100%, then it'll take you a while. It'll definitely take you a while. It's a sandbox game. It's a long sandbox game, and basically, the Freedom Cry DLC is just a shortened version of that. And I think they did a really good job as far as giving you a couple new cool weapons and gadgets to play with, and not making it too long to where it feels drawn out. But I feel like they struck a good balance with this downloadable content, and I highly recommend that you get it, even if it's the only one that you get. If you don't decide to get the multiplayer ones, that's okay. And right now we are swimming along the bottom here with Adewale. I want to make sure that I think you can just go straight to the chest that has the parcel in it, and I don't even think I stay down here long enough to take a breath from one of these air barrels that are lying around here, so it's not a problem there. But yeah, later on in the game, well, in the DLC anyway, there are two I would say new weapons that make this worth it. One is the blunderbuss, and that thing just absolutely destroys groups of enemies. If you have, let's say you have 4 or 5 people all lined up in a nice little, not a row even, just a little grouping in front of you, it'll just take all those guys out, and then the 3 guys behind them, and then the 2 civilians on either side of that. So it'll just absolutely wreck shop, and then you later on in the game get really unfair advantages with ammo pouches, and then eventually you can, if you free enough slaves, that's basically, I want to say, the currency for leveling up your character and your ship in this. But I'll be able to explain all that in the coming videos, so not to worry about that. But for now, let's enjoy a little cutscene.
Bastien Joseph, Port-au-Prince. What business do Templars have there?
Captain! More French vessels at our tail!
Too many! We'll retreat through the storm!
We will be smashed ashore!
A worse fate awaits if we let this land in Templar hands!
Aye, Captain!
And okay, so Adewale is going to test the waters, literally, and see how he fares in this storm here. So we'll find out. But back to the upgrade system, which I really enjoyed about this game, or this downloadable content rather. It feels like its own game. That's why I keep mentioning it in that sense. So upgrade system is really cool. Whenever you free slaves, I think it's necessary for you to free slaves to unlock the next mission, which kind of makes you go into the side missions. Some people may find that less than exemplary, because I know they really a lot of Assassin's Creed players don't necessarily care about finishing the side missions, but what's good about it is that it doesn't feel like they're side missions. It just feels like it's part of the whole underlying campaign, because that's kind of Adewale's job as a free slaves, if you catch my drift, you know. And there's multiple different ways to do it. There are guys that are in cages. There are guys that are on slave ships that you have to save. You shouldn't do any damage to those slave ships, or else you won't be able to save as many slaves or get as many in your crew. And once you periodically unlock more interesting weapons and ammo pouches and just random things, costumes, whatever, as you free more slaves. And then you can go to these different plantations and stealthily kill, I think it's like 20 overseers or something like that. But I've talked too much. I'll tell you more about it in the coming videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, guys.
Ah!